Andreas Adam, based on Anna's mother, who wrote that and then read that, I believe, at his funeral. But yeah, thinking from that kind of place, I started to think a lot about the way that my brain separates itself into like 10 billion different voices. One that likes me, one that hates me, and then everything in between. And how it kind of mirrors like mother, father, good child, bad child kind of like directions, and how you kind of have to end up being all of those things. And this kind of came from that, but is a mixture of a few different migrated thoughts. So yeah. Pops goes pop one day. That's why lavishing all your childhood dreams onto the shoulders of your family's wholesome provider is a mistake. I think fathers were made to disappoint us, and mothers develop a knack for mending shit situations in wait of that. I told my dad he could live stream my graduation. He does the same with the football. I'm just glad that I can't log in to see the view account. You think Dad's hands were built in fists and come to realise that a timid exterior becomes furiously manly. I was 14 before I started arguing back. Going on the attack is easier when you know what a sexist, racist, homophobe means. We do bottle our battles now though, Dad. No reminding me what a quiet child I used to be, so sweet and carefree. The wood chip walls I begged you not to get rid of echo nights in tears after an angry father fed a feeble home. I no longer think home exists in these wood chips. I see faded lilac for what it is. Blue tack marks pinpoint several years, connect the dots. And I'm affronted by the fact that you helped make me up. I don't talk, I see red. I push people so far away for wanting them dead, wanting them out, wanting them to sit down, shut up and just listen for once, knowing that I love them and that's why I'm so furious. Try trusting someone, anyone. With your mother still crippled by the fake Friday overtime, the nights slept at M1 service stations and that field you woke up in, vanishing into fiction. I said in counselling that my internal monologue speaks in two voices, one of red and one of silver. I chase the bull away with mothering sounds as I'm terrified of passing this on so silver overcomes. The one might not be the one if I keep shouting, so I'm quietly detuning the red. I realise the little brother I once had, puce-faced with scratchy hands, became tight-lipped and calm as the greatest act of rebellion. He knew the stage you set and didn't accept, and now he doesn't blame you quite like I do. You should know when we talk that my words are no longer impulse, they ride a wave of guilt from my stomach to my throat. I have no idea how lonely you must be. How a house you shared with 3 you now share with 1. Whether she leaves the light on, keeps your dinner warm. If she thinks your mac and cheese is just a tomato pasta bake too. I never want my child to feel the way that I do about you. You talk about judgment and mistake your actions as having offered me a choice. As if people are good or bad and I've painted you all the wrong blood colour. I have to suffer your bad until I feel like it's gone and you just keep adding. Can you quit bad dadding, being off and on, expecting something for none and maybe tell your 27-year-old girlfriend to get gone? Okay, bit fun. But I see a childhood room with a narrative. Learning to shout before I learnt to think, because I learned anger is a product of its cause, not of its bearer. And just listen to that back. I can't wait for Mum to move. Now I see you as something I don't have to be like, I just have to try and talk to. Being reminded of that purple bedroom is something I'm glad to lose. I'd like to see it gone. I speak to myself in Mum and Dad, you kind of have to when they're both AWOL. I parent pretty good. It's easy to be understood when you're the one listening. Walking home, I wonder what age Dad stopped being fatherly and if it corresponds to when your mum gets that little bit more annoying. I think I'm toying, but I might be wrong. Who sleeps with the light on when they're the lightest that they've ever been? I got angry again today, noticed how heavy my sides became, how your rib cage plummets and lifts with each breath, breathing nothing in. So I just cut, and it felt electric, rubbed up all wrong, going against what's going on. It felt like cheating, lying, choosing to live and then dying. It felt all scratchy. Sand in the toes of my day. But when it only lasted for 3 minutes more, I felt like sleep wouldn't be hard, and dreams that heal are all I can ask. Duvets brush the sand free, then it's just me and me.